Listen, the pros use the diamond setup for shooting. If you guys haven't heard of the diamond setup, then that's Green Machine, Deadeye, Hot Zone Hunter, and Quick Draw. Primary badges, a must-have if you really want to be a goated shooter out there. Hey, what's up YouTube? You already know it's AllCity Live TV, and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about shooting badges for dummies. And listen, man, I don't mean shooting badges for dummies as an insult. What I do mean is that you need to approach your badge selection from a test dummy perspective. And fortunate enough for you guys, I have a ton of experience with shooting badges. I've been trying to shoot fairly decent all year, and I think I finally got the answer, which I'm going to share with you guys right now. We're going to go through each badge category. As you guys are gonna see, we're gonna go through each badge category, and we're on the second part of our 4-part series. As we already did finishing badges for dummies, we're now on to shooting badges for dummies, and we're gonna go through each badge and tell you guys which badges to select out there. There's a ton of new players, being that NBA 2K20 is now free to play and free to download for you guys. So if you're having trouble with badge selection, we're gonna go through each badge and tell you if these badges are working properly and which badges you guys should put on your player, because some of these badges work differently for different players out there. I'm going to share my experience with you guys on my road to legend. What did I do? How did I equip badges? Which badges work better? Which badges you guys should equip? We're going to get into that right now. Alright guys, so the player that I have available right now is my playmaking shot creator, a new player build that I brought out for the first time on yesterday's live stream. And I gotta tell you, man, I've been having trouble all year with my shooting. I had a 2-way slashing playmaker, limited amount of shooting ability, limited amount of shooting badges, but fairly decent. There shouldn't be any excuse for me missing out there, but all too often I would miss open shots on my 2-way slashing playmaker. So I decided to make a playmaking slasher that has better shooting abilities with an 80 something 3-ball like that, something around that range, 81, 82, something like that for my 3-ball with 15 shooting badges. And I gotta tell you, it was a much better experience than my 2-way slashing playmaker, but oh man, everything changed on live stream yesterday, man. If you guys are not familiar with our live stream, you might want to come on out. I got this playmaking slasher in development, and as you guys know, I don't play the game unless I'm online with our community on live stream. So you guys might want to come on out and watch this player develop, as he has 11 badges earned, and I can get up to 32 shooting badges. So already he is shooting better than any other player I've created. Shout out to Travion, because he's one of the best shooters that we've seen on the game this year, and Travion helped me make my playmaking shot creator build, and it's super dope. I already hit way more shots than I've ever hit on NBA 2K20, and I'm here to share my experience with you guys. What badges should I equip? What badges do great shooters like Travion equip on their player? And this is what we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through every single badge, and I'm gonna tell you guys my experience with different players and how that's gonna evolve with this playmaking shot creator. If you guys want to see the player development, come on through to our live stream. So let's start it right off. Catch and shoot. Should you guys be equipping catch and shoot? I've personally always liked the catch and shoot badge, but I haven't played with a player that had shooting in his pie chart. This is my first time really going at it with a player that has shooting in his pie chart. And I mean playing consistently, because I have created a pure sharpshooter build. The label is sharpshooter build, but it's really like a playmaking perimeter lock with playmaking takeover and great defensive badges. So it wasn't really primarily a shooter. This build, the playmaking shot creator, is made to shoot. So it's gonna shoot really great out there, and we want to see with 32 badges what we're gonna do with this player as we develop him. And should I equip catch and shoot? In the beginning, as I'm developing this player, I want to make sure I have catch and shoot on. I want every opportunity to boost my shot, because I'm gonna be running a lot of spot up shooting. We're gonna work on developing my badges and getting my badges up as quick as possible, so I need that catch and shoot badge to get as much of a boost as I can. But as this player develops, if you guys are deciding whether or not you should equip catch and shoot, as I get this player up, I will be dropping catch and shoot down. I got so many badges, 32 to spread across all of these shooting badges, so I might leave it on possibly, but it's not going to be one of my primary badges. Catch and shoot, I believe, is a great badge developer. So a badge that helps you get more shooting badges, you might want to equip catch and shoot. And for non-shooting builds, for all of my non-shooting primary, like my primary pie chart doesn't have shooting in it, I would have catch and shoot on. So if you're a non-shooter out there, it's possible that you may want to leave catch and shoot equipped, as I did. I would always run catch and shoot in combination with corner specialist to make sure that my shooting percentage is increased when I'm spotting up in the corner. So that's something that you guys may want to consider. But clutch shooter, another great badge. That's the next badge on the list. Clutch shooter is another great badge that you guys may want to consider. The only reason why I haven't equipped clutch shooter this year is because I didn't have enough badge points to spread out amongst my shooting badges. But now that I do, I may be equipping the clutch shooter badge. What level? I'm not exactly sure. Catch and shoot is good at silver. Gold if you're trying to really get your player, like your badges up on your player. But silver is suitable, so you might want to consider leaving that as silver. Clutch shooter, from what I hear, is good at gold. You may want to consider that. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't used clutch shooter all year, but you guys may want to consider that. Corner specialist, a lot of people like corner specialists on bronze or silver. It's not absolutely necessary that you guys go above bronze or silver, but you guys let me know. This is really my opinion on my experience running all year, and I get the feedback from a lot of great players in our Discord. If you guys are not familiar with our Discord, you might want to consider joining. Over 1,800 players, all willing to help and share information about their experience with NBA 2K20. If you got questions about badges or builds, join our Discord. The link will be in the description. It'll also be the top pinned comment on this video. Deadeye, absolute must. Deadeye is super goated. I really like the Deadeye badge, and I can't wait to get it up to Hall of Fame, as it's gonna tie in. It gives you way more opportunities out there, which otherwise that contest, when people have Hall of Fame Intimidator, they can contest your shot from a much farther distance, and that's what you guys really want Deadeye for, is to challenge against the Intimidator badge. Your shot percentage is gonna drop tremendously because of the Intimidator badge, and Deadeye counters the Intimidator badge in that sense. When you have Deadeye on, you can really shoot those contested shots right between the gap of defenders is where you want to shoot with Deadeye. It's pretty dope. I like it. Deep fades, if you have the right player for deep phase, then you want to equip this badge. It's more so for those cheesing post hook interior force type of players. They put on deep phase and it's a GG. They're fading in your grill and you can't do anything about it. No intimidator helps, nothing helps out there when someone is goated with a deep phase badge. But it's not a badge that you equip alone. It needs to be accompanied by like your quick draw. It needs to be accompanied by your post hooks badge. It needs to be accompanied by maybe difficult shots. With difficult shots, it's something you want to consider. But deep phase is a great road badge, a badge that you equip with other badges to help increase your shooting out there and your shooting options out there. Difficult shots is one of the badges. Again, I cannot wait to equip this badge and open up my game with the difficult shots badge on Hall of Fame. It's going to be something that really increases my opportunities. I can spread the floor better, more options for me. It's something that you guys may want to consider. Flexible release is, a lot of people say that this is the latency badge. If you have a high amount of latency, then you may want to equip the flexible release badge. I personally made a video on flexible release, noticing that in my core, I was shooting way better with flexible release, although there's not even latency in my core. It may have been a misconception because I was struggling so much with badges, but flexible release, it seems to be. I think I saw the video from NBA 2K Labs, if I'm not mistaken. And they said that when you have flexible release, your shot meter has to be like 3/4 of the way. And I don't think a lot of people shoot a lot of shots with a 3/4 shot meter. So that's why I don't necessarily recommend flexible release, because I'm trying to fill up I don't use the shot meter, but if I am shooting, I'm trying to time my shot perfectly, because I do spend some time in the lab practicing my shot, and I spend enough time on the game practicing my shot. Green machine. Listen, the pros use the diamond setup for shooting. If you guys haven't heard of the diamond setup, then that's Green Machine, Deadeye, Hot Zone Hunter, and Quick Draw. Primary badges, a must-have if you really want to be a goated shooter out there. I don't necessarily think Green Machine is the first go-to badge that you attack, but it's definitely one of those badges that you want to have equipped as high as it can go. It won't hurt you to put Green Machine on Hall of Fame. Definitely a goated badge. Hot Start. Questions about Hot Start. Should you equip Hot Start? Not too many people are equipping Hot Start, but I think it's a decent badge. It improves the player's shooting ability after making the first shot until a miss occurs. Being that I have 32 badges to spread out amongst my shooting badges, I will attempt to equip Hot Start some point down the line so we can give you guys a better understanding if Hot Start is worth equipping on NBA 2K20 or going forward into NBA 2K21. Hot Zone Hunter. Some players still have not found the full benefits of Hot Zone Hunter. I gotta tell you guys, on my non-shooting builds, I loved the Hot Zone Hunter badge. Without this badge, I was hitting at such a low percentage, but when I got my hot zones and I equipped the Hot Zone Hunter, it was a GG. I was hitting from range extended areas, maybe not as consistent as some other great shooters out there, but I imagine when I get this playmaking shot creator build up with his max attributes and max badges, Hot Zone Hunter is really gonna kick in at Hall of Fame, and that's where I intend to put it. We're gonna continue on the list. Range extender, a must have at Hall of Fame if you really want to spread the floor out there, and that's what a lot of shooters want to do. They want to spread the floor and create way more opportunities for themselves and for other players out there. Quick Draw, another absolute must. As you guys see, I'm developing this player, and the first badges that I equipped from my legend incentives, I got 10 badges for being a legend when I created this new build, and I put 4 on Quick Draw and 4 on Range Extender. Took them out for the first time yesterday, and I was hitting so happy. I was so pleased just to be able to shoot out there. So Quick Draw is a definite must for me at Hall of Fame when I have the Curry shot equipped. I have pure Curry on, so you guys may want to consider that. Pump Fake Maestro is not an absolute must. I've tried this badge out. I don't see the full benefits of wasting badge points on Pump Fake Maestro when there's so many other badges that can help your shooting out there. So I don't recommend Pump Fake Maestro. Pick and Popper, a good badge for someone that picks and pops. This badge is going to be for like a glass cleaning lockdown out there. Or if you're running twos, another great badge for a two setup. On threes, I don't necessarily see the full benefits for pick and popper, as centers don't really get that many opportunities to shoot on threes, but on twos, you're going to get way more opportunities to shoot, and pick and popper might be a great badge for you to equip. I'm not exactly sure what level you should equip it, but if you guys out there and you know what level works best for a pick and popper, please let us know in the comment section below. Ice and Veins, not a good badge to equip, man. Equip Michael Jordan and you'll be good out there. You don't necessarily need a badge like Ice and Veins. Slippery Off Ball, another golded shooting badge that works from other aspects aside from getting open off ball. There's a lot of other aspects to it that help you drive into the paint. Well, not necessarily drive, but off ball maneuver into the paint. And if you want to learn about slippery off ball, you got to understand that it's your right trigger animations. The same way that you commit to dribble moves when you have the ball in your hand, you trigger those animations with your right stick off ball to get these somewhat type of ankle breaker animations where he tries to elude the defender. Something you want to think about when equipping slippery off ball. It really makes it difficult for players to stay next to you, and this badge counters off ball pests. And if you guys don't know, off ball pest is a great defensive badge, and a lot more people are equipping off ball pests to stay closer to the defenders out there off ball. Steady Shooter, the bum badge. In my opinion, I don't like the idea, the concept. 2K should not have ever even introduced Steady Shooter into the game because it allows shooters to render the defense completely useless, and that's what I don't like about Steady Shooter. Allowing shooters to shoot 100% contested shots out there is a no-go. This allows shooters to develop misconceptions about shooting in general, and that they shouldn't even have this idea in their mind because nobody in the game should shoot 100% contested shot and make the shot out there. Next badge on the list, Tireless Shooter. Should you equip the Tireless Shooter badge? I've recently run this badge at the gold level and I was still missing out there, but I may consider equipping it, being that I have 32 badges to spread. I want to attempt to equip this badge at Hall of Fame at some point. This is a badge badge that used to be called the Tireless Scorer badge in previous versions of 2K, and it was a great badge to equip. But unfortunately, on NBA 2K20, the badge is not as significant as it once was. So I don't think it's absolutely necessary to run the Tireless Shooter badge. But if you're out there and you have a ton of badges to equip, you can't go wrong by considering how the badge may work on your player. Volume Shooter. What's bad about Volume Shooter? It boosts the shot percentages as shot attempts accrue throughout the game. So any badge, if you have badges to spread like I do, as you develop, there's a badge that I may consider also. Volume Shooter, any badge that's gonna help you shoot better out there, and there's really no penalty to it. Like Steady Shooter has a huge penalty on open shots. Volume Shooter does not. All it does is give you a better opportunity to shoot the ball. It increases your shot percentage, and that's what's great about the Volume Shooter badge. Well guys, I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as we're gonna have a ton of content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video.